Hello, this is the GEC Bull Buster in Natural Linen Micarta. Now I say, I say it in those weird tones because there's just something about Natural Linen Micarta that I can't explain. I can't describe. Well, I can describe it, but I can't explain why I find it so charming. I'm just going to come in close. The way it plays on the light, it's just a fantastic material. I really like it. I don't really know why. You understand, don't you? That obsession with micarta is really weird. Anyway, so in this video I'm going to show you around this knife, the Bull Buster. This is the 21. So the 21 there, GEC Great Eastern Cutlery, that's the carbon steel, 1095 carbon steel. Really nice metal, really sharp and easy to sharpen, easy to rust as well. So if you don't keep that clean, it will definitely patina, definitely tarnish, no doubt about that. The slightest look at a tomato and that'll be off black. But you've got to keep it clean and dry, otherwise you will get rust spots. It's not the end of the world if you do. You can easily sand them or polish them out, but just to bear that in mind. Sorry, back to the code. So GEC Car 21. So that's the pattern. The Sod Buster, the baby brother of this Bull Buster, is the 71, and this is the 2024 version. So it was actually released just the back end of 2023, but they've stamped them 24 and LB Lockback. So it's the lockback version, not the slip joint version. We'll have a look at the lock in a little bit. The blade is really nicely smoothed on the back there. Can you see? There's probably a name for that. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Oh, I did know. What was it? Anyway, it's nice and smooth. So I say nice and smooth. In the pocket, in the hand, it's nice, that's satisfying. I'm not sure you could get a fire steel, maybe right at the spine here, you could strike a fire steel with it. Is that important? I don't really think so. You know, you can carry a zipper or a Bic lighter in your pocket for fire. Right, let's have a look around this knife. We have this beautiful scales, Natural Linen Micarta. So it's a composite material, a man-made material, but it has a natural look to it. So it's layers of linen, natural linen. Linen isn't natural, is it? It's not naturally occurring. Anyway, it's a nice material, isn't it? It's like an honest, natural feeling material, and it's in layers of resin to create this fantastic micarta. Really, really, really. As I said, I don't know what it is about it. So lovely and smooth, really nicely smoothed, all perfectly equal and even and just fabulous. There's the pivots there, F&F USA, F&F Farm and Field. So that's GEC sub-brand, a sort of working tool, Farm and Field. A couple of little stars, the little USA, the pin in the centre, really nicely done. Obviously they know what they're doing. They've been doing it a while. They got loads of other stuff. GEC. If you're not familiar with them, and you probably are, but if you're not, go and have a look around the internet. There's loads of different patterns, different scale materials. There's forums and groups. I mean, it's a busy world, the GEC world. If you haven't dived into that rabbit hole, good luck, because it's really remarkable and a little bit addictive. Just be careful. You have been warned. Right, sorry, back to the knife. So we've got this nickel pin, lovely, simple, just that's all it is. And that is keeping the spring in place, as well as the scales. And then at this end we have a really pleasantly flared brass lanyard tube. So you could put a really nice bit of leather or a nice lanyard in there with a bead or something if you fancy it. The blade itself, so it has no half stop. So if I open, it just keeps going. There's nothing in the middle there. So it's just closed or open. Is that a good thing? I don't know. The half stop is kind of useful, isn't it, sometimes? But there is no half stop here, nothing at all. But it locks. And once it's locked, there's no play at all on this one. None whatsoever. Absolutely rock solid. And the lock is at the back here. And to release it, you push down. It's quite stiff, but it'll loosen over time. And anyway, it's not the sort of thing you're doing like over and over and over and over again. It's probably good that it's quite tricky to do. It's, you know, it's a safety feature, isn't it, the lock? Once you've got it locked, I mean, that's a cracking tool, that is. You could really go at something with that. Oh, yes, that's a good point, actually. This would make it illegal to carry out and about. Just be careful. You know that. This is illegal, technically, to carry in your pocket when you're out in the streets. But as a tool, the lockback is definitely a useful feature. So release the lock, and then you can see it sticks up here. You can't see, there you go. It sticks up and releases the blade. Once it's released, again, no half stop. It just goes all the way closed. Now this is a little bit stiff, this one. There's no snap. It just needs probably a little flush out. It's probably got a little bit of residual grease in there from the factory. I haven't done anything to it since I've received it. The snap isn't important on a lockback, I personally don't feel, but I could get it to snap, I think, if I gave it a good wash out. Let's have a quick look at the centering. Oh yeah, pretty good. It's flush closed, and it's flush open. The blade doesn't quite line up. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter, actually, I should say. I should move those words around in the sentence. It really doesn't matter. But if you were paying €1,000 for a custom knife, you would expect it all to line up. This isn't €1,000. This is under €100, brand new. If you were to get it after a flip had been onto it, it's going to cost you a lot more. But this isn't an expensive knife. I think it's probably unfair to expect custom levels of fit and finish. Back here, the lock, again, doesn't quite line up. It's not completely flush with the scales. It really doesn't matter. I emphasize the really doesn't matter. I'm just pointing it out. Inside, nothing exciting going on. Oh, it's got liners. I should say it has liners, same material as everything, as all the other metal on there. The carbon steel. Nice. Oh, it is nice, isn't it? I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I think I've covered everything. Probably missed something super important. Farm and Field, made in USA. I had forgotten that. Oh, and the logo. Bull Buster. It's a cool logo, that. That logo won't last. Once this knife has been used a few times, that logo will fade and then eventually just disappear. LB, lockback. There is the slip joint version. Which personally, I'm not really convinced is a good idea. It's too big to not have a lock, but it depends what you're doing with it. The other side is plain. Lovely finish to that blade. Let me just polish out the fingerprints. Beautiful finish. Again, that won't last 5 seconds. Show it to a slice of ham and that'll all disappear and be nicely patinaed. Oh, lovely. What a lovely knife. So, thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate you sticking with me and having a look at this with me. Have a look around my channel. I do other knives and watches and EDC and things like that. Click like if you like the video. Comment if you could be kind. That would be super appreciated. The internet's a scary place these days. Subscribe. We always like to subscribe, don't we? There we go. Thanks very much. I really appreciate it. I'll see you soon.